during all of this journey, you know, I've met friends, and Kevin Hart is a friend, and we've been friends for a long time, long before he was Kevin Hart, you know, and he saw me at a comedy club one night. I was performing at the Laugh Factory, and Kevin came in and went up, and then I went up, and after the show, Kevin called me on the phone. We were driving home, and he called me. He was like, dude, you know, I'm in a position now to try to help. He said, you deserve your own stuff, man. He's like, this is ridiculous. Like, you know, and I told him, I was like, Kevin, don't start no shit. Don't get me started, because my emotions can't take it. I don't want to go down a road that you not going. And he was like, motherfucker, did I call you? Why you know, Kevin's talking shit. And I was like, yeah, you did call me. I didn't call you. And long story short, Kevin is, his manager is Dave Becky, who is one of the biggest comedy managers. He's the biggest comedy manager probably in the business. And I remember meeting Dave Becky several years back, and I told Dave that, I said, I want you to be my manager. He said, well, you know, I'm kind of busy. I kind of, you know, work with a lot of people. I told him, I said, you're going to work with me one day. I'm going to prove to you that I am deserving of a spot on your roster. I said that to him about 5 years, you know. 5 years later, Kevin tells me, I want to bring my manager to come see you. I want to do a TV show. We should get you, you know, whatever. He brings Dave Becky. Dave Becky sees me. They had this idea. I wrote this joke called Divorce Saved My Marriage. I wrote this joke. I did this thing. Long story short, I pitched the show idea. Dave loved it. Kevin loved it. We started putting together a stand-up special around it. We sold the show to, it was time to write the script. Who's gonna write the script? Me, because I've been writing now, and I've been performing, and it's all just coming together, right? I write the pilot. We sold the pilot to Hulu, FX, and FX. And long story short, development hell happens one place. We get an offer for a full series order at BET because Hulu fell out. We go to BET, we start our process. Attached to my stand-up, attached to my television show is a stand-up special, a production company. We want to do your special. We saw the announcement that you and Kevin are doing a show together. We're me and my friend Devon Shepard from Weeds, a TV show called Weeds. We're writing the shows. We're writing all the episodes. Long story short, they fired a president of BET. The new president takes over. The first thing she does is tell me I'm not marketable, and they're canceling my show. I said, we have Kevin Hart. We don't care. We don't want to, that's not what we're doing. They cancel my show. No, I'm sorry. They offered to do the show, but not with me as the lead. Somebody else would have to play me because I'm not marketable. And we turned it down. Kevin and Dave Becky and the writer, I was actually on the road doing stand-up when they had the meeting with the network. And they were like, you know, we're not doing any of this. So we do the show with David or we don't do the show. So they don't do the show. And like, depression is the best way I could put it. Like, broken is how I felt. Because as a comedian and a guy who's been doing this now 20 years at that time, this is all you want. You need something that separates you from just being another guy telling jokes. I need a special on a national level. I need a TV show on I had done Comedy Central, BET, and HBO, and I've done many one-offs, them 10-minute spots. That's not gonna do it anymore. You gotta be seen. You gotta have a moment. And I knew that I was that close, and it took us 2.5 years to get to that moment. And for them to pull it like that crushed me. And all I kept hearing that woman say is, you're not marketable, you're not marketable. Nobody knows who you are. And so I picked up my phone and I started posting videos on Instagram and Facebook. And I started sharing these videos about my life and my family. And I needed, inside, a creator needs to create. So inside all of these things, I'm still living life now. I'm still doing stand-up. I'm still doing all that. Life is going on while this shit is happening. And what had happened now, social media has become another thing that is real. It means something. How many followers? How many, like that meant something. I knew that it meant something. I hated that it meant something because I've been doing stand-up for 20 years, and you get a guy who has, 2 million followers who does these videos 60 seconds at a time selling out theaters. And truth of the matter is, he could not stand on the stage with most veteran comedians. He's not a comedian, he's a popular guy. But what I realized in that moment is that didn't matter anymore. This was the game. And either I'm going to be the guy who complains about how things are and fade away, or I'm going to step into the world in which they redesigned, and I'm gonna play the game. 18 months ago, I picked up my phone, I had 1,800 followers. Today, I have well over 1 million on all platforms. And it's because I just started doing what I do, sharing my story. If you know my stand-up, it's about being married, family, relationships, life, even before I was married. That's what I did. So I started doing it here, picking up big pictures and videos and rants and the dishwasher and these kids and my wife and all kind, just continuing to live my life. But I know that I could do it because in 2008, I did it on Facebook and I saw the way it changed. So I knew I had a thing for this. Since then, today, I'm literally in development for a reality show with my family because of this. The TV show, when they took the TV show away, the production company that was supposed to do my stand-up special said, yeah, they slowly back. We're not gonna go to Cleveland and do it. We'll shoot one night in Glendale on Tuesday. We're filming another comedian. We'll throw you on before him and see what we get. I was so offended. I was like, I've been working on this set and this material for 3 years. You're gonna throw me on in front of a guy to see what fuck that. My agent called me up, who at the time I'm with William Morris now. And he goes, they said that if you don't do it, then if you don't take the offer to do the Glendale show, then you don't do it. And I said, you tell them, I said, fuck them. They not gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Because I have already shot stand-up specials. So I know what the fuck I'm doing. And now I got money. I picked up the phone, I called Cleveland, I found the best film crew that I could find. Because I was in development of my TV show, which is based in Cleveland, I called the guy who was putting the film crew together. I said, I want to do a stand-up special in Cleveland, yada, yada, yada. I called Kevin Hart, told Kevin, I said, Kevin, I want to do this. Kevin said, no problem. Let me know. I'm prepared to spend my money. He said, let me know how much it costs. I told him. He cut me a check and put it in the bank the next day. You know what I mean? Not because we're friends, but because Kevin has seen me do the work for years. He's constantly seen me go from being under the table to being visible. I went to Cleveland.
Is you, when you're not offered what you want, which is most of the time in life,
yes,
you're going ahead and you are producing it yourself, which is when you're not allowed opportunities, you make those opportunities for yourself.
What does I say? Where's my thing? If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. That's what that says up there. You know what I mean? And that's what I've been doing my whole career. I've been building doors. And when it was time to go to Cleveland, I didn't worry about this. This is what Dave, Becky, and Kevin told me. They said, you go shoot it. If it works, we can get behind it. If it don't, then let's see what the fuck I went to Cleveland. I shot the special, Netflix. I told them, shoot it in the specs for Netflix because that's where I'm going. I shot it, I did it, I gave it to Becky, gave it to Kevin, they picked it up.